What's up, y'all? Welcome to How To Mondays on Gratified Grad, where it's my goal to help you graduate with gratification. Today's video is all about the interview process. It's going to be a two-part video where in the first part, we're going to talk about how you can be the best student interviewer that you can be. And then the second part, which will be a separate video, will be about how you can use or take advantage of the fact that you're on the other side of the table and use that to help you better your interview skills when you go out onto the job market. And with that being said, let's get right into it. The first tip that I have is read the documentation. That should go without saying, but let's say you're in a time crunch and you don't have time to read all of the statements. Typically, people may provide a diversity, equity, and inclusion statement, a cover letter, and a resume. As well as there is a job description, if you don't have time to read all of those documents, then the vital documents that you should read is the job description, so that you know exactly what you are evaluating the candidate on, as well as skimming through their cover letter and resume. I would say more of skimming through the resume just so that you can have a greater idea of what experience that person has. Because once you get into the interview setting, you'll get to asking the questions and they'll be responding and they'll start to tell you the reasons that they have for why they want the job position and how they feel that they're most suited for that job position. The second thing is during the interview process, you're going to ask questions, right? And so sometimes you'll be given pre-scribed questions. Sometimes you're given the option to come up with your own. I've gotten to the point in doing interviews that I tend to come up with my own, and I do this based on my lived experiences. So things that I've noticed about the university, things that I have noticed may be a pain point for anyone coming into a position, or something that I feel like this position should be targeting a solution to. I will ask a question to the candidate. So for example, let's say Penn State was hiring for a coordinator position. This coordinator is coordinating programs. And I know that Penn State has multiple units, multiple programs, and they all work independently. So my question for the interviewer is, how do you go about getting together the different organizations, different units, and making sure that their programming is not overlapping, the programming is suited for each area, as well as being able to reach the broad student population. And so that is my lived experience with programming, knowing that, there's tons of programming that's out there. Students have a difficult time choosing which program they should go to. And so they tend to either not go to programs at all, or they end up not going to the program that may best suit them. And third, have confidence in the fact that you were selected to be a part of this interviewing committee. So I know it may be daunting, right, to be on the interviewing side of things, asking someone else questions, kind of playing a bit of a role in whether or not they get the position that they're applying to. But knowing that you have experience, just like we were just talking about, you have that lived experience at the university, so you have an understanding of what works well with your university and what doesn't work well with your university, to where you are able to sit in these spaces and bring that lived experience, and it's very valuable. So just to recap on 3 things that you can do to be well prepared to be the best interviewer for a position is 1, reading the materials, 2, thinking about your lived experience and knowing what are the pain points, what are things that could be done better, and 3, having confidence in the fact that you were selected to be on that panel. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video has been helpful, and it's another tool that you can add to your toolbox so that you may graduate with gratification. check out the next part of this video so that you can figure out how you can use this opportunity as a professional development to help you enhance and prepare for your future career. Thanks. See ya.